Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, quick story. About a week ago, I think it was around the 9th or 10th of December, Deb Coman, one of our members, and a great editor, copywriter, she did a book of mine about 5 years ago. She posted a TED Talk by Tabitha Kaguri. And if you didn't get a chance to watch it, take a few minutes and watch it. It was so good. But one of the stories she told was about a little girl who was watching her mom put the turkey in the oven. And the mom had cut the legs and the wings off. And she said to her mom, "Mom, why do you do that?" And the mother said, "I don't know. My mother always did that." So they asked Grandma, "Grandma, why do you always cut the legs and the wings off?" She said, "Well, I don't know. My mom always did that." Anyway, come to find out, great-grandmother only had a pan that fit the bird without the legs and the wings. So all these generations after had just been wasting all this good meat, doing what they just were used to doing without questioning why. And that's what we do. We don't question why. We just do things the way we've always done them. So my story here is about my husband and I we're talking about getting a Christmas tree. And we hadn't really decided on anything. We were saying, well, maybe a little tabletop tree or who knows. Anyway, he calls me one day, "Hey, I'm coming home with a tree." Well, first of all, I was just really irritated. It was like, really? You went and got a tree without me? I mean, really? So that's just kind of how I am sometimes. You know how a contractor, a lot of times their house is the last one that gets worked on, or the hairdresser, her hair is the one that needs the work the most, and she puts her own, doing her roots off. And sometimes life coaches put their life kind of on a back burner too, So I know the tools. I know how to deal with this stuff, and yet sometimes I don't apply it to myself. But anyway, he comes home with this tree, and I'm like, really? I do not like that tree. I am used to, I think we always had Douglas firs. So never really questioned why we had Douglas firs. We just always did, and that's what I was used to. So his tree was, I believe, a noble fir. And I didn't like it. It was, there's a lot of space between it. The branches look like reindeer antlers. Anyway, I even told my sister I told everybody about it, kind of. Anyway, so we decorated it, and I was just in kind of a grouchy mood for maybe the whole night. So I wasted a whole day being a grump and kind of ruining the whole experience. Anyway, friends came over, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love that little tree. It's really cute." And my own sister even comes over, the one I told her about, and she's like, "Oh, I really love that tree. I really like how there's spaces, and you can put all these decorations in there. And yeah, I really like that tree." So it was kind of funny. So I started to grow to like the tree, even though to me it reminded me of Charlie Brown, his little tree, but grown up. My point is really that I had to stop and question those thoughts of mine, like, why do I, only want this one tree? And it's just because that's how it has always been done in my family. And Mom, if you're watching this, I might be wrong. It might not be a Douglas, but anyway. So question your thoughts, especially if they cause you any kind of discomfort. If you're thinking, you get grouchy or irritated like I did over something like a Christmas tree or something that's really not that important, or maybe you might think it is important, but when you stop and look at your thoughts about why you're feeling that way, it's interesting. It's really interesting to see, it's just because I never questioned it before. Anyway, you guys, have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Merry Christmas. If I don't talk to you, I will be posting, but I probably won't talk to you. Anyway, thinking of you all and wishing you a very, very happy holiday. Okay, bye.